You're this perp back with another video, and I just got out of watching Kraven the Hunter, and thank God that this is the last movie out of this whole Sony universe villain thing that they're doing, because man, it just hasn't worked. They should have cut the brakes years ago, maybe after the first Venom, to be honest with you. But anyways, to talk about this movie, this is starring Aaron Taylor Johnson. You know, he's playing Kraven. And I'll cut to the point, right? This is not the Kraven that you're expecting. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they've never kind of been true to like these actual characters. Some may say different with like Venom and stuff like that, but in this, I like the backstory. We spent a lot of time just developing his origin story, his background, and how he got these special abilities, getting attacked by a lion. Russell Crowe's in this as his father, and his father is just a straight up dick, you know. And he also has a younger brother, Demetrius or Dimitri, either or. You know, he's kind of moist. He's a little soft, you know. And what ends up happening is, after this whole accident or this attack with this lion, and we have this other character in here, I forget her name, the lawyer character. She ends up finding him when they're younger, due to these like tarot cards. I'm just like, that whole, I already knew this was going to kind of go downhill after we got out of the flashback. The flashback will definitely be like the stronger parts of this movie for me. And then once we kind of get into Kraven and what he's all about, like he hunts people, and it's not really kind of clear who he like really targets. Like, is he just targeting poachers? Is it more than that? It's kind of unclear, or maybe it just kind of went over my head because I was really struggling to get through this movie, even though there are some entertaining things about this movie, especially it being rated R. So there are some really dope kills that were interesting. The CGI and special effects isn't anything miraculous. The other antagonists that Kraven has to pretty much deal with, like the Rhino, is just laughable. And there's this like random foreigner that whole storyline goes nowhere. It's just a lot of dragging. This movie could have literally been like an hour and 30 minutes, and they could have wrapped things up. But I like what they were trying to do with Kraven and his younger brother. I feel like those were like the stronger parts, like just the whole drama between his family. It's the stuff outside of that, like the chick with the tarot cards, and now she's like a lawyer, and just that makes absolutely no fucking sense and really went nowhere. That pretty much sums up this Sony villain universe they've been kind of creating. It's just a bunch of movies going nowhere. And it's meant to just be little cash grabs. And I'm hearing that this movie is going to be one of the lowest. I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes scores, even though I don't really give a fuck about Rotten Tomatoes. That shit don't really mean nothing to me. It's just funny how people kind of react to it. But overall, I will say, I didn't think this movie was absolutely terrible. It's not like Madam Web bad. I didn't really enjoy Venom 3, so I would say this was the better release of the year for Sony. And it sucks that it doesn't really suck. It's a kind of a good thing still, but it's ironic that it's your last movie. So I want to know other people's thoughts about this. I know a lot of people are probably going to skip out on this. Some people are just going to go see it for shits and giggles. Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven had potential. It just, this version of Kraven is pretty fucking soft in a lot of ways, and just didn't really work for me. Maybe the MCU version or something like that will be more closer to like the animated Spider-Man, or just closer to the comics or source material. Anyways, let me know how you guys feel about this if you get around to checking it out. Till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.